Jared's fishing on the edge of the continental shelf off the coast of New Jersey, and with the sun starting to set, the guys are anticipating the bite to pick up.
So they swear to me, as the sun goes down, when nighttime falls, these fish really get active. Lo and behold, the sun goes down, 30 minutes after sunset, I mean, everything just pops off.
You know, you can catch them throughout the day, as you see Jared hooked one, but they're a fish that feeds very deep down in the water column. They feed primarily on squid, and squid are more or less a nocturnal species. A lot of times we explain to charters, customers on the boat, people that are fishing with us, that 95% of these fish are caught from sunset to an hour and a half after sunset.
The sun's going down, they say right now is when the bite really kind of turns on, from now until say 1 in the morning, got a full moon. So I think right now is our time. Here we go then.
With prime time rapidly approaching, the guys hit the water with an energy not yet seen today.
Come on, fish.
Yeah, we got them. They came through pretty good there from 80 to 100 feet just a second ago. Like clockwork, prime time is hands down the best time to catch a big eye. I mean, there's no better time. I'd rather spend 1 hour at prime time than 14 hours during the off time targeting these fish. See a couple marks here, red marks, and here right around 120, in with the bait.
There we go, Captain. There we go. There we go, Ahab. There we go. There we go. Hold on. Hold on to him, Cappy.
You know, just like we expected, around 8:30, 8:45, we were hooked up, and Jared got his first big eye on the line, and he went to work on it.
Say it all you want. You can tell them, oh, you know, it's going to be slow until a certain time. But when it all comes together and you get that bite, and Jared was tight on his big eye, we knew it was a big eye right away. It was taking a good amount of line.
Got one on. I'm not gonna lie, we gave in. Jesus Christ.
It was awesome, you know, we're captains and people that work in the charter business. It's what makes you feel warm inside, you know, I mean, we explain all this stuff to people day in and day out, and
Cap said, look, man, let's catch a fish. I said, I totally agree.
You know, for it to really happen verbatim of what they tell them, you know, it makes you feel good, and, you know, gives Jared confidence in us.
I know yellowfin.
Gets on the rod, and I just saw Jared's face. He says, man, this is a real one.
We got plenty of time. We got plenty of time, fellas. Come on, fish. Son of a... This is a yellowfin. It's about 120-pound yellowfin.
Get it!
Yes!
Give Joe a hand to
Back off the drag, baby. Way to go, Cap. Way to get us in the game, baby. Way to get us on the board. Get another one. Oh, my God. Way to go, crew. Way to fight. Way to fight, crew.
As a captain, you know, my goal is to put people on fish and have people enjoy themselves and have a good time.
Pretty work, y'all.
Way to go.
Good job, guys.
Determination.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we worked our butts off today.
You know, when he got that first big eye, it was just, you know, he's fished all over the world, and you name it, he's caught it. And the one thing on his bucket list was a big eye tuna. And it's personally extremely satisfying to be the guy that put him on his first big eye.
First big eye, man. Way to stay with it.
Rock out.
Jared and the Blue Runner sport fishing crew have already managed to pull one big eye tuna into the boat, but the night's not over yet. seems like the captain's predictions about prime time were on the money.
You know, after a long day of fishing, we had gotten that first big eye, and things started to happen, and another rod goes off.
Yeah. There he is.
Another double! Got a double! Double!
I got it.
We went back to jigging, we went back to popping. The whole team was working together as a unit to try to catch fish, and we quickly got another bite.
I'm not fighting that fish again.
Yeah, you fight all the fish.
Oh, hold on, wait.
Now leave that one out. I'll get it. You get a belt.
All right, I'll get the belt,
And shortly into the fight, we kind of realized that it wasn't another big eye. It wasn't pulling hard enough, and it had a different fight characteristics, not typical of a big eye. And we were pleasantly surprised to see it. Nice 50 to 60 pound class yellowfin.
Gotta make it pretty.
Hey, we did a good job,
There you
man.
go.
Joe hooked him at a
Start
double.
a little late.
Got
Yeah,
one,
Joe hooked
but
him with a double.
yeah, it took a while, but we got it going good right now.
Jared drops jig after jig, hoping to get onto another big eye before the night's end, but he might have to switch up strategies.
We've jigged all day. I'm tired. I'm gonna jig in a second, but right now we're gonna catch fish. So do a thing called chumming, and you put a bunch of bait in the water, and it kind of brings the fish to your boat. Hopefully it works out for us.
Put that jig up, Carl.
Sure enough, you know, after a few moments, the rod goes down, and we were tight again on our third big eye of the day. You know, we couldn't have been happier.
When that fish hit and it started screaming, I mean, our level of excitement jumped up, and, you know, the pressure was on, you know, and the longer the battle went, the more the pressure built.
See him way down there? He's just sitting there, man. Come on, fish. Come on, fish.
As many of these fish that as I've caught, every one is special.
Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Nice fish, man.
Me and Mark looked at each other, and, you know, we kind of gave that nod, knowing it was a much better fish than the first one. And we knew we were in for a battle, you know, and the thing with these fish are, they do not give up.
Guys fight these things for 2.5 hours.
What? No, not me. It's gonna be, at a certain point, it's gonna be me, the leader of this fish.
The tension was there because we knew the longer that fish was on the line, our chances of losing the fish increased exponentially.
One thing about me, baby, ain't no quitting me.
That's right.
It's a nice fish, man. I fought this fish for 1 hour and 45 minutes. Yeah, he's right on the boat. By the end of it, my hands were cramping. I felt awful.
Yeah!
Mama, there goes that man.
Woo! My bad. I can breathe again.
Catch one. Way to go, bro.
Oh, dude. It was your food for the team member. Without that food, I would have died. Only good thing is that I'm at least stubborn and hard-headed enough. Either I would have died or that fish would have died. It would have been one of us. I don't sleep a whole lot on boats. After I caught that fish, I passed out for about 8 hours. I had nothing left. Listen, man, we came out here with the goal. Man, we have a great crew. We worked hard all day. They said the night bite's crazy, just get ready. They weren't lying. We came out here. It's our third fish of the night. Biggest one by far. I'm done. There's no more fishing for me. Everybody's gonna catch now. I'm done, Joe. That's it. Sick, dude. We crushed it.
After a very successful day, the guys decide to call it a night and head back to town, and the captain recommends they swing into Carl's restaurant, 709, to try out a little bit of Jared's Big Eye tuna. One of the greatest aspects, in addition to traveling the world for fishing, is all the food you come across. Jared makes it a priority to try to sample how these different areas prepare their fish.
We have here the freshest big eye tuna that you could ever be served in any restaurant. Jared caught this today, 200-pound plus big eye, and here it is. You don't get any fresher than this.
After the day Jared's had, it's safe to call this trip a success.
Joe, Mark, Carl, Steve, I can't thank you guys enough. Your business, Blue Run of the boat itself, you guys do an amazing job. I'll be back next year, and I look forward to it.
You know, right off the bat, I could tell he had that laid back but serious type of personality. That's the type of people I like to fish with.
There's no better feeling in the world than to explain something to someone out there, to talk it up so much, and for them to come here and see it with their own eyes and to experience it. You know, that's really how it is around here.
It was a great end to a phenomenal day on the water.
That kind of fishing, I would probably say is one of the most exciting things that I've done the last couple of years. Be in the middle of 75 to 100 boats like that and still catch fish consistently, especially that size fish, is amazing.
Look at him.
Yes. Bring the good luck on.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on, baby.
There you go. There you go.
I can't reach your shoulder.